Welcome to a fantastic Queensland winter's day. I'm lucky to be joined today by BDQ founding member Greg Pershouse. Greg is a life member of BDQ, the president from 2008 to 2015 and former treasurer and secretary of the association. Welcome, Greg, and thanks for coming.
Thanks, Wayne.
Greg, can you tell us a little bit about your building design career?
Okay, well, I started off in 1978 when I left my employment as an engineer with Massey Ferguson Australia and set up a design and drafting business in Bundaberg. And I operated that business successfully in Bundaberg, Hervey Bay, North Sydney and Penrith, right through until 5 years ago when I finally retired.
So Greg, can you tell us a little bit about the life of a building designer before BDQ?
Certainly, Wayne. The major difference to me was back in the late 70s and early 80s, we were only able to do weren't able to do any commercial work. Was basically residential, the occasional block of units. Very rarely would somebody ask us to do a small shop or something of that vein. The big difference today with the licensing, with the PI insurance, the qualifications, enables us to compete on a level playing field with all other professionals providing this type of work.
Now, Greg, you're a founding member of BDQ. Can you tell us about the motivation back in the old days for forming what was then the Building Designers Association of Queensland?
Well, the big issue we had was that we were being restricted in the work we could do at the point where our businesses would no longer become viable. So we'll be forever indebted to a small group of guys from the Gold Coast who got together with a group of yellow pages and contacted just about everybody that they could find running a drafting business up and down the east coast of Queensland. And from that, we formed a whole heap of branches up along the Queensland coast. I think there's probably 12 or 13 branches initially. And we'll be forever indebted to those half a dozen guys on the Gold Coast. I won't mention their names because I'll be in trouble if I miss somebody out. But that got the ball rolling, and we finally built up a war chest of not so much of money, but of brains, of people that knew what they wanted, knew how to fight to achieve it. And with some strong leadership, by the time 1990 rolled around, we received our licensing for the first time.
And finally, what would you say to the building designers of Queensland today?
The very first thing I'd say is be proud that you're a member of BDQ. It has an amazing legacy. It was hard fought to get our licenses. We now have great educational opportunities. You can compete with anybody on a level playing field in the construction industry. But what is vitally important is that BDQ has the numbers to influence legislation and influence change that has taken place at such a rapid pace within our industry. So I would urge you to value your license, encourage others to join BDQ, because it is the organisation that is going to ensure that you have a place in this industry into the future.
Well, that was some wonderful insight today. A very, very small snippet, but some wonderful insight, let alone into the history of BDQ. Thanks for joining us, and remember, BDQ, a family by design.